clear. It's journalism has to be very sharp about this. Literature and art, for me, it's better to go for the gray area, the human psyche, the very subtle and difficult, also same difficult question, but the interiority. So I'm very careful when I will become a feminist and when I become an artist, because I don't want my artistic work to become a pamphlet.
Next question, please.
Hi, I believe that in Saman, you've used very, very strong, clear, and very, very aggressive feminist language. I mean, you've really treated your female protagonist fearlessly. She says, "Come and rape me." I mean, where do you get this fearlessness from, one? And two, knowing that you do it in a country which has such a majority of the population being Muslim, how is it that your books are not banned? In India, we have this problem every other day.
Okay, thank you. Well, actually, just a correction. The one who said, "Come and rape me," is not a woman. It's a man.
That's a man, okay. Okay.
But there are some other characters that's very, very open and very, like meeting a giant, an ogre, and I have a problem with my hand. It has electricity. But I'm very careful with my writing, even though I can be very sharp, but I know the danger. And I know the society reacts. I was born and grew up within a Catholic family. So I'm a Catholic. So I'm using, because I'm subverting the religious text from the Holy Book and make it very erotic. But it is from the Bible.
Oh.
Yeah?
That's, yes, interesting.
It's from the Bible, not from the Quran. If I'm using any Islamic symbol, then I'm in danger. If I'm using a Christian symbol, I'm fine. And the Christians won't mind either. I mean, some say, but the priests love it. They like it to be erotic, yeah? Yes. I'm giving them the erotic experience.
So lesson for the writers that wherever there's a little bit of liberty, you can take the liberty by subverting.
I want to say something, and I'm careful actually, and the effect is positive. I think the duality is not. I think the duality between the body and soul, you mean? Yeah?
Yeah, sort of.
It's a very Platonic and Western concept, actually. It's not a very Javanese concept. We don't really make differences between the body and soul. Actually, even in Jewish, I mean, when we read, say, the Bible in the Old Testament, they don't make a distinction between the soul and the body either. So it's very Platonic, and for us, it's very Platonic concept. But maybe without making a distinction between body and soul, I think what's the difference between the modernity and the modern society and tradition is that our local tradition, I think also in India, give respect to the spirits more than the modern world. And there is, I also have a pragmatic side in me. And there is a beauty of it, because by respecting the spirits who lives in the trees, in the mountains, you are also actually preserving the nature, which is in danger now by new technology, because it is exploited. And how it is influenced the political. Well, maybe the superstition, some political person, some elite politic, they have superstition. They go to a shaman, yeah, and they do something strange. Yeah. What?
Yeah, there's we also heard some people going there and meditating on
Yeah.
somewhere in the one of the cave kind of a structure or
Yeah,
something like that.
asking for amulets, things like that.
Yeah.
But this day is not as strong as in the past. You know, in Malaysia there was a funny news, because in Malaysia, Indonesia is understand or perceived as a superstitious nation, but actually they also like it. And there was a politician who went to a shaman, and the shaman said that she got the power from somewhere in Java,
Yeah.
in Indonesia then. And then the politician had to pay a lot of money, and then had to go to a certain ritual process in which he was killed.
Oh my
In
God.
the promise that he will
To become
reign.
more powerful.
Yeah.
He
And of
lost
course
all
he
power.
died.
Oh, that's great. So I think we are over with our time. I mean, is anybody left? We can still perhaps take up one of the last questions, if there's any. Otherwise, friends, on this note, you have all known that right from superstitions to the modernity, and from political upheavals to the peaceful coexistence, theories of peaceful coexistence, we have been sharing a bond of history and heritage between these two great nations, and the same kind of a bond which we share between both of us, I,